Hello everyone, my name is George Kalakotsis. I'm from Greece. I'm here as an expert and I'm a member of the European Civil Protection.
Hello everyone, my name is Chiara Righi and I come from Italy. I graduated in environmental engineering 7 years ago, then I got my PhD and I'm currently a postdoc researcher at the University of Florence in Italy. My research activities include flood risk analysis in impact assessment of natural hazard on infrastructure, built environment and people.
The first module of the CIPROVOT MOOC focuses on natural hazards and disaster risk reduction activities. What are the key factors for ensuring the safety of the population with regards to natural hazards?
So first of all, people have to be prepared. So preparedness is the first thing that they have to do. They have to plan. They have to make a safety and security plan. And of course, they have to know where to go if any kind of hazard comes next to their front door. Second is the awareness. Knowing the environment a person lives in is very critical. That way he could know any kind of danger that's next to him. Knowing that he may and can help other citizens. And third, you have to take some personal protection measures. For example, let's say weather conditions. You now have to know what kind of clothing to wear, or maybe have a first aid kit, and so on.
When we talk about disaster risk reduction, we are considering a set of management actions which include prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery. These actions should all be integrated together to ensure people's safety. Prevention, for instance, aims at reducing the probability of occurrence of a certain natural hazard, like for floods, is building dikes, for instance. Mitigations aims at reducing the consequences of the hazard on the population. For instance, a common mitigation action is to build with higher standard codes in seismic-prone areas. So all these actions are crucial to reduce risks, but obviously for people's safety, the most important is preparedness. Preparedness includes all the actions that allows citizens and rescuers to be prepared during the event, the emergency. So this is the most important action and management action for people's safety. So I agree with George that preparedness is a key to reduce the consequences of natural hazard on population.
Fire brigades and civil protection, what is their role and how do they cooperate in your respective countries for prevention, mitigation and response activities?
In Greece, fire brigade is under the umbrella of civil protection. Fire brigade is responsible for the repression of any kind of hazard in the country. Basically, it's the arm, let's say, of civil protection. Civil protection coordinates all the involved forces. For example, army, police, NGOs, and even citizens that might come and help in any kind of physical disaster in the country.
Well, in Italy, civil protection is mainly involved in the prediction of natural hazard, and civil protection issues the warning when it's needed, They work on emergency management and response. They also work on citizen education to raise awareness with respect to natural hazard, and also in training of the volunteers. Civil protection also cooperates with local authority to identify the most appropriate measures for risk reductions in terms of prevention and mitigation. In case of an emergency or an event, fire brigades are under the umbrella of civil protection, and they work as a branch of civil protection, and they also supervise rescue activities. Obviously, fire brigades are in the first line in case of fires.
Climate change is dramatically increasing the risk of natural disasters. What do you think the frequency occurrence of fire and flood will be in the next 20 years?
Well, according to the climate change projection published by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the average Earth surface temperatures are going to increase in the near future. Higher temperatures facilitate fires, so we should expect an increase in the risk of fires. With respect to precipitations, climate change projections are more uncertain. In some regions, we will have drier weather conditions, while some areas will be more humid. So in some areas, we can expect an increase in flood hazard. But the most important thing is that if we consider, together with climate projections, the increase in the urban population and increase in the GDP, for sure in the future we will see an increase in flood risk. The solution is being prepared, trying to anticipate what is unexpected, and try to ensure a sustainable development based on risk-informed decisions.
I totally agree with Shara about the climate change, and we know exactly that the temperature in Europe is rising. In my opinion, we will see in the Mediterranean area of Europe more aggressive forest fires. And we will also see some forest fires in areas that up to today we didn't have, let's say, Northern Europe. And of course, we will see some changes in flood areas all around Europe.
It's interesting to see that the civil protection systems in Italy and Greece are quite the same. And I would like to thank Chiara and George for participating. Thank you very much.